He said he'd be back, and Arnold Schwarzenegger has reprised his iconic Terminator role once again in the new film Terminator Dark Fate. And actress Linda Hamilton has also returned to the franchise, this for the first time in 28 years.
Our Weekend Sunrise movie man Jason Jabba Davis joins us now. Morning, Jabs, to you. Apparently the film is being billed as a direct sequel to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. Great, I've been hanging out for it.
Good morning,
and lots of people are, I know.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. I had huge expectations for this film, which can be a bad thing to go into a film if those expectations don't deliver. Of course, you'd remember that at the end of Terminator 2, which was released in 1991, it was set in 1995. Our punky waitress and also the mother of the resistance to the apocalypse that was just on the doorstep, Sarah Connor, played by Linda Hamilton, she was looking to the future with renewed hope after escaping not one but two time-travelling Terminator robots that had tried to kill her in the first two films. Well, finally, she is back in the first time in one of the Terminator films since T2, joining up with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The film is directed by Tim Miller, who gave us Deadpool, and it kicks off the action on a beach in Guatemala where a bit of a shocking thing happens. They get a bit of a shock. She's there with her son, John Connor, before the action jumps to Mexico City in the year 2020. Not one, but two time-travelling robots appear out of nowhere, catch up with Danny, who is their intended target, at exactly the same time. There's lots of fighting and chasing, and then out of nowhere, there's a blast from the past. How good are robots? Unfortunately, it is a really silly story. It's quite absurd. For me, it's 2.5 stars, and I doubt I'll be back. Soft box office in the US. Maybe this is the end of the franchise.
Scathing.
James Cameron saying that it's the end of the trilogy of the first two films and could also kickstart a new franchise.
All right, and you were looking forward to it too.
Yeah,
the one that I am looking forward to, because you did an interview yesterday. I am. You interviewed the star of Brittany Runs a Marathon. It looks so good.
This looks great.
Yeah, I love it. Now, the Noosa Marathon's on today, the Noosa Triathlon, so it's good timing for Brittany Runs a Marathon. Stars Gillian Bell. We've seen her in a whole bunch of films. She's starring in her first lead role, first dramatic role, and it kicks off. She's a New Yorker who visits the doctor looking for a pick-me-up.
What brings you in today?
I have a hard time focusing. But I had a friend who was also just very out of it, and she was prescribed, what is it? Adderall? And now she's very alert.
You know, some people abuse Adderall for recreational purposes.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's true.
I'm sorry you have to deal with it.
Well, I do.
Yeah.
All the time.
I cannot wait to see this film again. Of course, it's in cinemas for a couple of weeks before it hits Amazon Prime. Beautiful film that lures you in with lots of laughs. 4 stars, simply brilliant. Drops some really serious scenes. And one of her first feature films, she had a tiny spot in Bridesmaids. Going to catch up with Paul Feig, the director of that film, to talk about his new film Last Christmas next weekend, and a brand new film from Stephen King, a sequel to The Shining.
You are the gift that keeps on giving.
Thanks,
Thank you, Jabs.